So there is a concept called Tinok Shenishba. Tinok Shenishba. The Gemara in Masechet Avodah Zarah says that in the old days, I mean, unfortunately, this still happens to this day, just not as common. In the old days, the Goyim, especially the Christians, would steal Jewish babies. Now, when you steal a Jewish baby, there's no way for that Jewish baby to ever find out that he's Jewish unless his parents find him. Because he's never going to know how he's born. He was a baby. He doesn't remember it. So they would steal Jewish babies and tell them they're Christian. Now, if that boy lived and he's 15, 20, 25, 35 years old, the whole time he thinks he's Christian, the whole time he thinks he's an Arab, and then at 35 years old, his mom finally finds him and they discover and they confirm, oh, you're really my son, you're really Jewish. Now, what happened during those first 35 years, all the sins that he made, idol worship and all the stuff that he did, is not counted the same way as it counts towards somebody that knew he was Jewish the whole time. Why? Because it wouldn't be fair. He didn't know he was even Jewish. He didn't know he even had those obligations. Now, he still counts as sins because there are certain things that you just need logic to know you're not allowed to do it. Like you don't need to be Jewish to know you're not allowed to murder. You don't need to be Jewish to know you're not allowed to hit people or to steal or to negatively affect other people. You don't need Torah to know that. So there's a lot of rational laws that you don't even need the books to tell you that it's not allowed. So for those things, he would be punished for. But for things that, for example, that only Jews are commanded, like for example Shabbat, the fact that he didn't keep Shabbat for 30 years, that he's not punished for it because he didn't even know he was obligated to do it. He didn't even know Shabbat existed. So for those things, he doesn't need to know. Needless to say, even if a Jew did not even know what it means to be a Jew, he knew that he's a Jew, but until today, he did not really know what it means to be a Jew. Meaning, he saw religious people go to shul. He saw religious people go to shul. He saw people with the nice hats and the suit and beard sometimes no beard. He saw people that are religious. And he understood that there is some concept called Shabbat and there is kashrut. He knew that these things existed. He just never knew of the consequence of if you violate it. That still, even that gives him a lesser punishment. A lesser punishment. It doesn't mean that he's absolved from punishment, but it's a lesser punishment. But that's the beauty of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give each human being, Jew or non-Jew, multiple opportunities in their life to find the truth. Which means that by the time a person reaches the judgment of heaven, he's going to be shown his whole life and all of those opportunities where he had the chance to discover the truth, but he rejected it. He was invited to the shiur, but he said, I don't feel like going. I want to go to the club instead. He was given a book, but he just put it in the attic. He didn't want to read it. He was given a CD, but he threw it in the garbage. He'll be shown all of the opportunities that Hashem sent him messengers, and he simply did not care. And for that, he has a very serious problem, because then it's too late. But if a person literally did not know he's even Jewish, then whatever he did in the past is not counted to the same extent. But moving forward, the minute he knows he's Jewish, he's obligated to do everything he knows about.